All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video. So this is the match reaction of Real Madrid versus Valladolid, where we won 4-1. The scoreline does suggest that it was very easy, but if you looked at the game, if you did watch the game, this was a game very, very difficult. We ended the first half 1-1, and I thought the game was going to end 2-2, to be honest. The game could have gone really either way. Valladolid had tons of chances, some of them offside, some of them that they just didn't convert. But yeah, the game ended 4-1, and really it just kind of sugarcoated our problems. I think that it really, you know, the scoreline really favored. Um, how can I say this? Really, it just sugarcoated our performance. So let me talk about the starting lineup. It's pretty much Courtois in goal, Riosola at right back. Obviously, Carvajal was injured. You have Varane and Nacho who were playing at center back because Sergio Ramos was suspended. You had Reguilon at the left back, Casemiro, Modric, and Cruz, and then you had Asensio, Benzema, and Ceballos. I couldn't understand why Ceballos was playing on the wing. I think Marcelo would have been better there, to be honest. Marcelo can play on the wing. I've seen him there before. We've seen him at the beginning of his Real Madrid career. He would play there sometimes. But anywho, Ceballos played there and he did an okay job, I would say. Made some very good passes, in that position. But I would just like to see Marcelo there. It's just an opinion. So in the 11th minute, Valladolid get a penalty. Odriozola basically gets caught out, and Odriozola in that first half was just awful. I have to say he was atrocious. He needs to he needs to mature, definitely. He's still a young player, and he'll definitely mature. But man, he was just getting caught in time and time again. And when he was just going forward, he was losing the ball. And then when he lost the ball, Valladolid were just going on the counter, going on that right hand side, exploiting that space. And the center backs really had to do much of the covering for Odriozola. But in the second half, he did a lot better, thank goodness, because in that first half, it was just atrocious. So yeah, in the 11th minute penalty to Valladolid, Odriozola gets caught, and Odriozola kind of grabs the arm of the other player, and the penalty's given. But it goes way over the bar. It goes way over the bar. I haven't seen a penalty that bad in years. It was terribly taken, and I think Valladolid, according to the commentators, it's just like they've had 5 penalties, and all 5 penalties they've missed throughout the whole season. So it's just a lack of confidence there, really. So I was really happy to see that, but much to my chagrin, in the 12th minute, there's a goal to Valladolid, and what a play. But the good thing was that it was offside. That was offside. So it was still 0-0. I thought it was gonna be 1-0, but it's just atrocious defending. Players just getting caught too easily. Weren't closing the players enough. I mean, we're just giving ton of space. And Valladolid just came out with a really good triangular play, and could have made it 1-0, but it was just barely offside. Then in the 17th minute, another one from Valladolid, but again, it's ruled offside. And just ominous signs from Real Madrid. And, Thibaut Courtois, he couldn't save anything. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I really don't know why we had to buy this goalkeeper. It's just, I really can't see it. I mean, I saw it in Atletico Madrid. I saw a fantastic goalkeeper. But then when he went to Chelsea, I couldn't see what he was all about anymore. It was kind of weird. And still at Real Madrid, I just can't see it. I just can't see what he's going to be about. And maybe I did say in my other video that, hopefully he'll come good, and he will come good. But, man, I just don't see it. So yeah, the passes in the first half, they're just completed. I mean, not completed. Sloppy and disjointed. It just wasn't going good. And barely in the 23rd minute is when we really had our first chance for Real Madrid. Benzema hits it with a left strike under his foot, but it just goes under. He just gets under it a bit too much, and it just goes over the bar. So like I said, Odriozola it was getting a lot of trouble, especially on that right hand side, and he was playing a lot of Copa games, but in La Liga it's a little different. The level's a little bit of a top caliber. What else? And then in the 28th minute, you finally have a goal from Valladolid from Guardiola. Like I said, just Courtois, he just can't save anything. Ceballos, Reguilon really needed to close that guy down from crossing the ball. The guy crossed the ball, passed it to another guy on the right, on the left, I should say, or on the right, and Odriozola doesn't cover his man, and then gets cut back to Varane, goes behind Varane, and guy gets it. Guardiola gets it just for it to happen. It was easy goal. It was coming. I mean, I saw it coming. I knew that Valladolid were going to be ahead. And I could see Benzema didn't really have any support in the first half. It just, he was trying to make stuff happen, but it just, when he was trying to pass the ball, there was no one to pass it to, really. Let's see. And then in the 34th minute, you get a goal from Real Madrid. It's just a banter goal, but, it counts the same as any other goal. Varane gets it from the goalie, or was it Nacho? I think Nacho goes for it, and the goalie, punches it and misses the punch, and the ball's on the floor, and Varane just taps it in, really. Asensio wasn't great in the first half, I have to admit. It was just a lackluster first half. The whole team just looked very dismal. It just looked not motivated. But then in the 51st minute, you have a Benzema goal from a penalty, which makes it 2-1, which is, we just needed that 2-1 to just calm things down, because 1-1, it was just too tense. So we get a penalty, rightly given, I would say. Odriozola gets clipped, makes the most out of it, really, but he does get clipped, and it's just enough to make it a penalty. So there's 2-1, and then Asensio, he comes back. You can see he's playing a lot better, Asensio, in the second half, and he does a lot better. Just great to see. So Asensio gives a pass to Ceballos, and Ceballos just hits it right to the keeper, right in the middle. But it's just a great pass from Asensio. And then in the 58th minute, you have Benzema goal from a corner, which pretty much kills the game. At 3-1, you think that Valladolid can't really come back from it. So it does kill the game, to be honest. So like I said, Asensio and Odriozola were doing better in that second half. And once the game was killed, it was just more about holding on to that. The job was done, So 72nd minute, Cruz comes off, Valverde comes on. Valverde, I don't see what Valverde is about. Hopefully I could see it. Hopefully, you guys do know a little bit about Valverde, because I really don't know much about him, and I don't know what he's about. I haven't seen something so far that has convinced me about him. Then in the 74th minute, you have Asensio with a fantastic run, gets past two players, just puts it on a plate to Valverde, and Valverde just gets horrible touch, can't control it. And just an opportunity just lost. But anyway, it happens. And then the 76th minute, Valladolid hit the post. He could have made it 3-2, but Valladolid gets the post. Courtois he couldn't get to it, and I just couldn't understand why. I mean, his positioning was off, but it's I don't know if it's going to work out with him. And then 79th minute comes around. Casemiro gets sent off. It's a red card. I don't know how he gets a red card from that. Pretty much what Casemiro does is he just stands right in front of the ball, and the Valladolid player just, kicks it to him, and then apparently Casemiro's at fault because he stood in front of the ball, and he gets a red card. I don't understand how he gets a red card from that, but anywho, we were able to score, thank goodness, after that, because at the 84th minute, Modric scores a fantastic goal. Benzema passes it over to Modric. Modric goes with the step over, gets a little lucky, but a great finish, and makes it 4-1, kills the game. No chance for Valladolid to come back. All the fans are leaving, and then Vallejo gets some minutes, and then Marcelo comes on, and that pretty much ends the game. So, that performance, although it was 4-1, it was just so unconvincing, and the team just looks disjointed. It looks dismal. We need a new manager, that's for sure. And sometimes I question myself if Solari is just gonna stay the whole season. I mean, it looks like every game we go into, it's a little bit scary, and I'm almost questioning myself if we're in a race for top four, it's really that bad. And I don't know. But hopefully Solari can last till the end of the season. I don't want to see really an interim manager come in, just for 2 months or something along those lines. It's too little. I'd rather see someone next season so we can get a fresh start, things like that. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Just a lackluster performance. I don't think we'll improve much throughout the season, but hopefully we can just grind the season out, and I'm just hoping that we make a place in the top four. So that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comment section what you thought of the game. What do you think of the whole performance, and what do you think of Solari staying till the summer? Do you think it's feasible, or do you think it's just not going to last? So let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you are.